What is up, y'all? It's Tanya from Squint's Garage, and today we're going to be working on the 1992 Suzuki Cappuccino. So let's go on and take a look at what's going on. So we will be doing a body kit, specifically a wide body kit on the Cappuccino, and I've already recorded it before this intro, so hope you enjoy. So jumping right into it, this is what we're starting with. I ended up getting sideswiped on one of my front fenders and bumpers, so it was time for these bad boys to go. There is definitely some tight spots for getting some of these bolts out. You do have to take the wheel liner off. There's a couple that are kind of hard to reach if you don't have an extension, so just be aware of that. I was struggling hardcore. This is also when I realized in order to get some of the last bolts out to actually get the fender off, we had to take the front bumper off. So my dad helped me with that, and flash forward, we're just taking off the bolts for the second side. And this is when I realized, after looking around, that I have damage on my rocker. Are you kidding me? So we'll end up fixing that as well. I did recruit my dad's help and realized these fenders are actually two pieces stock. My brain did not correlate that, did not make it aware. So, but we did end up getting them off in the long run. And just a little pupper do break because he wouldn't give me back the bubble wrap. I didn't actually take a video of us putting the fender on, but it is on. We ended up bolting it up because we were just really excited to get this body kit on just to see what it's gonna look like on the car. That's us contemplating our lives with this car, as you can tell, and trying to get all the bolts back on. And of course, it wouldn't be a daughter-dad work day if I wasn't playing with the dog and he was doing all the work. Go figure. Anywho, I did eventually help him. I just basically became somebody who held the bolts and handed him the tools the whole time. But hey, I'm helping out, so that's all that matters. I'm not just sitting and watching, thank goodness. But this really wasn't that hard to do. It was just really tedious and kind of, like, quite frankly, annoying because the car is so low to the ground. You're laying on the ground the whole time unless you have a lift, and I don't know who would put their car on a lift to put it on fenders. But we did end up getting one side completed, and now we're putting on the second side, just buttoning it up. So that was nice. Overall, this install wasn't bad. I think it took us 3 hours total to take off everything, complain and chase the dog with bubble wrap for a little, and then get them put back on. So these are Toyoshima Crafts plus 25mm front wide body fenders that we're putting on here. I did get them from newgwin.com and they came in perfect. The only thing I will say is there is a cutout on the side, which I'll show a little later, which should have netting, and for the life of me, I cannot find the netting anywhere. So that's really the only downside. I'm gonna have to make my own, but the upside is it's really not that hard to do. So look forward to doing that shortly. I am just very thankful I didn't have to take the headlights out, because I know at one point in time, I don't even remember what I was doing. I had to take headlights out and they were a pain, but here we are reassembling. So the fenders and the flares were sold separate, but I wanted a wide body kit, so I bought the flares as well. They're just over the quarter panel flares. They fit really well. I mean, they just bolt on really. They're Toyoshima Crafts, so they're the same manufacturer. They were they were very simple to put on. We just lined them up, made marks where the bolts should be. We ended up using silk tappers And then my dad was also cutting it to fit as well on like that fin part, which is like a half mud flap, which doesn't really serve a purpose, but it's there. My dad and I both did agree though, we don't really care for how it was put on, like with just screws being like, it's just a bolt on. So we are gonna modify that a little later on and make it flow a lot bit better with the car. But there is those completed and the wide body kit. This is currently how it sits. And hey, a little cosmetic work never hurt nobody. But that is all for today. I hope you enjoyed.